Hello and welcome to another edition of Bombchu News. My name is Chris, I'm joined by Andron, and today we'll be covering the news that we found interesting.
Sony just held their first ever Nintendo Direct style broadcast and featured quite a bit of VR. Their event named State of Play showcased 8 PSVR games that included Iron Man VR, Blood and Truth, and Five Nights at Freddy's VR Help Wanted. The new Five Nights features content from the original game as well as some brand new additions which will provide some great VR jump scares later on this year. Leaving the VR space, Concrete Jungle showed off more of its graffiti come to life. Sadly, the title has been delayed to fall of 2019. Finally, Days Gone took over with a long look into the zombie-infested world to give a bit of AAA power to the showcase. The trailer detailed a bit more on the moral gray area the main character resides in, as well as some great story cutscenes featuring bikers fighting zombies. For the first of their Nintendo Direct-style videos, I have to say it was surprising that there is so much PSVR included. That aside, this is not a bad way to bring more direct news to fans of PlayStation.
Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines is finally getting a sequel. The original Bloodlines, released back in 2004, was met with wide acclaim due to the strength of the game's story and wide variety of choices and branching paths. Rumors have been circulating for a while now that work on a sequel might have begun, and this past weekend, it was finally confirmed that Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 would be releasing next year. The trailer released alongside the announcement takes place on the darker side of a modern-day Seattle, showing off a variety of supernatural abilities and powers available to the player as they take down different creatures and feed on the living. A few details have been released alongside the trailer, and all the right pieces seem to be in place for Bloodlines 2. Brian Mitsoda, head writer for the first Bloodlines, has been brought in as the head writer for the sequel. Alongside Baldur's Gate and Neverwinter Nights writer Chris Avallone, the story definitely seems to be in great hands. The game has also been confirmed to feature the same kind of branching storylines and player choices that made Bloodlines so great, giving players the power to choose from amongst the various factions warring over Seattle's blood trade. It was also confirmed on the Bloodlines 2 official Twitter page that the game would support mods as well, something that was key to the original being as successful and long-lived as it was. I was a huge fan of Bloodlines, enough so that I even dipped my toes into the Vampire the Masquerade tabletop RPG. While that wasn't exactly my kind of game, I still find myself going back to Bloodlines all the time, and I cannot wait to see what the sequel has to offer. Well, that's all the news that we found interesting today. Let us know what you thought about it down in the comments below, and we'll see you next time.
A big thank you to Gabriel Skaggs and all our awesome patrons for your support.